Today's video is all about one of the most beloved and fascinating aspects of any closed terrarium, moss. But not just any moss. We are diving into 6 species of terrestrial moss that works best in closed terrarium ecosystems. So let's get right into it. Cushion moss, scientifically known as Leucobrium glaucum, is one of the most popular mosses used in terrarium design, and for good reason. This moss grows in dense dome-shaped clumps that look like miniature green cushions or mounds. Botanically speaking, cushion moss is an acrocarpous moss, meaning it grows upright in tufts rather than spreading out. Like all other moss, it lacks true roots and instead uses rhizoids to anchor itself to the substrate. The tightly packed spongy structure retains moisture in the core of the cushion, allowing it to withstand periods of dryness, though in a closed terrarium it will usually remain lush and hydrated. In the wild, cushion moss is found across North America, Europe, and parts of Asia, typically thriving in temperate forests with acidic soil. It grows well on forest floors, decaying logs, and tree bases. This moss prefers low lighting, moderate to high humidity, and slightly acidic soil conditions. Keep the substrate lightly moist, but avoid overwatering. Cushion moss is prone to rot if left sitting in waterlogged conditions. Next on the list is Dicranium scoparium, commonly known as broom moss. This is an acrocarpous species with a dramatic upright growth habit that gives it a wild windswept appearance, as though a gentle breeze is always moving through it. The name broom moss comes from the way its leaves all point in the same direction, like the bristles of an old-fashioned broom. Broom moss is ideal for creating vertical interest in your terrarium. Unlike flat-growing mosses, this species grows in bushy tufts that can reach up to 5 cm in height even in a closed environment. Its fine lance-shaped leaves are packed densely along its stems, which gives the plant a feathery texture. This makes it excellent for creating the illusion of a mossy undergrowth. Native to a wide range of regions in North America and parts of Europe, broom moss prefers cooler climates and is most often found growing on decaying logs, stumps, or well-drained forest soil. When it comes to care, broom moss enjoys medium filtered light and high humidity. It prefers slightly acidic to neutral substrates. Removing the lid of the terrarium periodically for some airflow will help this moss stay happy and healthy. One of the best mosses for ground coverage in a closed terrarium is Hypnum cupressiform, commonly known as sheet moss. This is a pleurocarpous moss, meaning it spreads horizontally in creeping mats rather than growing upright. It forms a soft carpet-like layer over soil, rocks, or bark, and is the go-to choice for filling in bare spots and unifying your terrarium layout. Botanically, the leaves of sheet moss are small, flat, and overlapping, giving the surface a sleek textured appearance. The plant's name cupressiform refers to the resemblance of its leaves to cypress tree foliage. This moss grows quickly under the right conditions and can adapt to a wide variety of substrates, including wood, stone, and even vertical surfaces if kept consistently moist. Sheet moss is native to Europe, Asia, and North America and is extremely hardy. It's one of the most adaptable mosses for closed terrariums because it tolerates a range of humidity levels from medium to very high. It can thrive in low light and prefers slightly acidic to neutral conditions. Water it generously with a spray bottle and make sure the moss stays moist, especially when it's establishing. Octoblepharum moss or Octoblepharum albidum is a more exotic and less commonly used moss species in terrariums, but if you can find it, it's a showstopper. This tropical moss has a distinctive silvery green color and grows in neat upright tufts that shimmer under bright terrarium lighting. This moss is acrocarpous and forms loose colonies of erect stems, each with broad oval-shaped leaves. These leaves have reflective cells which give the plant its silvery sheen, an adaptation to the bright humid environments of tropical forests. Native to Central and South America, Octoblepharum albidum thrives in warm, humid rainforests and often grows on bark, leaf litter, or decomposing logs. In a closed terrarium, this moss needs consistently high humidity and warmer temperatures. It prefers bright light and should be misted frequently. However, too much water at the base can cause rot, so make sure the substrate drains well. Next, we have sphagnum moss. While often used as a substrate additive, live sphagnum moss can also be grown as a living feature in a terrarium, particularly for its high water retention and vivid texture. Sphagnum moss is composed of long absorbent strands that can hold up to 20 times their weight in water. This makes it an excellent humidity regulator inside a closed terrarium. It's known for its soft, springy texture and lush, bright green appearance, sometimes tinged with red or brown depending on the species and lighting. This moss is native to bogs, wetlands, and peatlands around the globe and thrives in very acidic, nutrient-poor environments. In a terrarium, it requires high humidity, consistently moist conditions, and medium to bright indirect light. Rounding out our list is one of the most visually dynamic and forest floor-like mosses you can include in a terrarium, Rhytidiadelphus triquetras, commonly known as rough gooseneck moss or shaggy moss. This species is instantly recognizable for its long arching stems that curve upward and outward like the neck of a goose, with densely feathered side branches that give it a wild, untamed appearance. Native to temperate forests of Europe, North America, and parts of Asia, this species typically grows on forest floors, rotting logs, and moist soil in shady, humid environments. Botanically, this species is a pleurocarpus moss, meaning it grows horizontally with side branches radiating from a creeping main stem. The leaves are bright to deep green and may take on a slightly bronzed tone under certain lighting or when partially dry. It prefers bright lighting and an acidic substrate. It's worth noting that this moss performs best in terrariums that are subjected to occasional venting, as it is less tolerant of stagnant saturated humidity compared to other species like Sphagnum or Octoblepharum. So there you have it, 6 of the best terrestrial mosses for your closed terrarium setup. From the plush domes of cushion moss to the silky carpets of sheet moss, each of these species brings its own magic to the micro-world you're building. Which one is your favorite, or do you have a rare moss you have been growing successfully in your jar garden? Drop a comment below, I would love to hear from you. Thank you and see you in the next one.